Hi everyone, today we're going to go over our new Genesee County website, and we're also going to take a look at our new FOC Handbook. We haven't updated our FOC Handbook in quite a while, and we're really excited to be able to have a new handbook that hopefully has a ton of really useful information, some important links, and some updates that are going to really help families. So that handbook is available in print at our office, or you can check it out online on our website, and that is where we are going to go to look at it right now. All right, so what you are seeing here is the new Genesee County website. It is www.geneseecountymi.gov, and so this is going to be for all county departments in Genesee County, but for us, we're going to go ahead and take a look at Friend of the Court, of course. So looks very similar to our old website. We want to make sure that a lot of the information was the same for those who are used to it. You can see we've got links for our online forms, staff contact information, links to make payments, our court holiday and closure schedule, link to the divorce orientation video, which will include a whole video about Genesee County Friend of the Court and the services that we offer, as well as the Smile program video, which is a really helpful video about parents and the impact that separation and divorce can have on kids, and things that parents can do to help their kids through that time. Link to a bunch of our favorite community resources that we work with all the time, and then a link to our YouTube, so that you can get access to all of the different videos we've got. And again, all of that same information right here as well. But today we are going to go over the FOC Handbook. So as you can see, we've this is the new handbook. It's something that you're probably familiar with if you're watching our videos, because we're using a lot of the same the look here as we've got on our website as we do on the handbook. Our old handbook, if you've been in the Front of the Court before, was just a really old manila looking handbook, and hopefully this color handbook, it makes it a little bit easier to read, because we also did color print as well. Right here on the inside, first page, we have access a whole bunch of information about MISDU, Michigan State Disbursement Unit, which is where all the payments go through, Way to Go card, and some of the important links for the debit cards that people who receive support will be using is a Way to Go card. Links here for the State Court Administrative Office, and one of the most important links is accessing the My Child Support website, where you can get 24/7 access to your case information, summaries, updated about any updates that are happening on your case. Since we want you to be able to keep this book, one of the things we did as well is we made it so that you can write in the plaintiff's name, defendant's name, 4D numbers, case numbers, the judge, your child support caseworker, parent time caseworker. So if you bring this into our office, we'll be able to go over all of that with you, fill out all of that information for you, so that every time you need to find that information, you'll have your handbook. You could also write some notes here, other information that maybe you think is important. I'm not going to go through the whole handbook, but I really want to just kind of highlight some of the stuff that we've got going on in the handbook and some of the things that we did different. So first and foremost, we've got here's this table of contents, which is really going to go over all the stuff that is covered in the handbook. So parents' rights and responsibilities, what the Friend of the Court duties are, which is important because a lot of times there is confusion about what the Friend of the Court can and cannot do, and what our responsibilities are and our duties are, and we want to be able to make sure that everybody knows that. All the steps to be able to opt out of Friend of the Court services, some information about what court procedures are going to look like, including starting a case, any hearings, court orders, and if you go in front of a referee. Alternative dispute resolution, which is going to talk about domestic relations mediation, or what are called facilitative and information gathering conferences. Those are a couple of things that we have available here in Genesee County. And then we're going to get into some frequently asked questions about custody, some frequently asked questions about parenting time, and then questions that are related to support, including some information about the child support formula, support enforcement, healthcare enforcement, intergovernmental cases, and then some miscellaneous questions and answers that come up, change of domicile, what happens if a judge makes an oral ruling, which means does the judge say something from the bench or in the hearing room or in the courtroom, and you haven't received a final court order yet. We can't enforce the judge's oral ruling. What we enforce is written orders. Courts speak through their written orders, so you want to make sure that you get a written order there. Some information about property settlement, access to FOC records, adoptions, marriages, some other kind of miscellaneous issues here. So just wanted to kind of go do a quick overview of some of the information that's going to be there. So you really want to be able to dig into this some more on your own. And like I said, this is available on our website, and it's also going to be available at our office if you ever have any reason that you want to have this information. I'm going to click on just one of the sections just to get an idea. And so one of the things that we did here that was a little bit different is there's a general FOC handbook that is pretty similar from county to county, but what we did specifically here in Genesee County is we did these little blue pop-outs. If you see a blue pop-out like this, that means that there's something specific in Genesee County, a service in Genesee County that's not offered everywhere else, and we wanted to make sure that families were aware that that service existed in Genesee County. So what we did here, for example, on changing an order, you certainly can petition the court if you want to change your order, but also an option, if the parties are in agreement, we will help here at the Genesee County Friend of the Court to get their agreement into an order, and for the judge to approve that and sign it. And we do that without you needing to file a motion. We do that without any cost to you. So that's one of the things that just an example. The handbook is got a whole bunch of these where we create this opportunity for you to get some Genesee County specific information, and so it's not just the general FOC handbook. Another thing that you'll notice throughout the FOC handbook is what we see right here, which is a QR code. So the QR codes are an opportunity for you to take a smartphone and you point your camera at that smartphone, or the camera on your smartphone at this little box, and when you do, it will take you, it'll create a link pop up on your phone. You'll be able to click that, and you'll be able to go right to this website or YouTube video. So we have the QR codes for any time there's a website listed in the handbook, you'll be able to use that. So if you have this in print, you'll be able to go to those websites. We also do the QR codes for any time that we have a YouTube video on point. So if we've got a YouTube video that covers something that's relevant, right, for example, we have one on referee hearings, which is what this section is all about. So you'd be able to scan this. It'll take you directly to the video on referee hearings, and you'd be able to get some good information there specific to referee hearings. Another thing that we're really happy about with this new FOC handbook that didn't exist in the old handbook is a lot more contacts for state and local agencies. So I'm just going to go over that really quick. So I clicked on the state and local agencies there, and you can see all of the different state of Michigan services that are really common. So what we did here is specifically try to find state and local agencies that offer services in ways that the friend of the court cannot offer services. So a lot of times people contact our office hoping that we'll be able to take care of something for them, and unfortunately it's not something that the friend of the court is permitted to do. But that doesn't mean that we can't connect you to a resource in our community that can assist with those issues. So here we've got several of the different services: domestic violence, Office of Child Support, My Child Support to get case information, reporting of abuse and neglect. This is a really common confusing area that a lot of families think that the friend of the court is where abuse and neglect should be reported, but that is actually through the Department of Health and Human Services. So here is the ever important number for reporting abuse and neglect, and we might want to make sure that that is available to families. There's often a lot of questions about disbursement of payments. That has nothing to do with the front of the court, and that has to do with MISDU. So this is the contact information for the Michigan State Disbursement Unit. If you're trying to navigate the legal system, the front of the court can't provide legal advice, but we can connect you to those resources in the community where you might be able to get some legal assistance, including MichiganLegalHelp.org, where you might be able to represent yourself through a court process and be able to get some information there on how to fill out those forms. But also, if you're here in Genesee County, the Genesee County Bar Association has a lawyer referral program that we've linked up here, and Legal Services of Eastern Michigan is able to serve many families on family law cases if they meet the income levels, or there are some other parameters that Legal Services has where they're able to help some families, and so they also offer services. If somebody's having a hard time paying their child support because they are having a hard time finding a job, front of the court isn't permitted to do job training and employment, but we can connect you to some great organizations here in Genesee County who do job training and employment every single day. Flint Strive has been a partner of the Genesee County Friend of the Court for years. They have job skills and training, and they work with many, many people to help them get jobs. They have an excellent success rate, a phenomenal program. Michigan Works, we've got a partnership with Michigan Works, Job Corps as well. There's two other agencies here in Genesee County that we have an excellent relationship with and who we often refer to help people find jobs. And then statewide, the Pure Michigan Talent Connect is a lot of job opportunities there as well. Sometimes families who are going through a difficult time, like a divorce or a separation, or have a friend of the court case, may have some other health and safety issues, and we want to make sure to connect them to those to the right places to get those services, because again, that's not something the front of the court can offer, but we want to make sure that we are able to connect you to those services. So Genesee Health System has a crisis line for any mental health issues, an emergency line there, and they also have a main line here for substance use services as well. Catholic Charities has parenting classes and counseling services. The YWCA here in Flint is an important partner of ours related to helping families who may have domestic violence or intimate partner violence and needing services as well. Then we have some other programming that's really helpful, and a lot of these partners are ones we work with regularly. Family and parenting programs. So Community Resolution Center has mediation that it offers, and that can be for family matters. It could be also for different types of issues like landlord-tenant issues, or even just family disputes that are not family law even. So just another loved one or something along those lines. Involved Dad offers some excellent programming. If you've checked us out on YouTube, then you've probably seen some of our videos with Sean Hart from Involved Dad. They do some fatherhood programming that has been very successful in helping fathers re-engage with their children. Family Matters is a supervised parenting time program here in Genesee County in Flint, Michigan. So they offer supervised parenting time and supervised exchange services. So if there's maybe some issues between the two parents, but we want to make sure that the child has access to both parents, could be a situation where an exchange might need to be supervised, or even the parenting time needs to be supervised. And we've got Family Matters here in Flint to be able to offer those services. Genesee County Health Department has the Healthy Start program, and that is great for young children. A ton of services available for fathers and mothers at the Genesee County Health Department Healthy Start program. An important partner of ours, and highly recommend reaching out to them as well. And then if we didn't capture it, we got 211. General service referral. So pretty much anything else that could be needed in a community, 211 covers those issues. And then right here, finally, at the end, all of the important contact information is made available. Once again, how to get 24/7 access to your account and know about payments and all that sort of stuff. Here we go is the website and 24/7 phone number there. If you need to reach out to the Genesee County Friend of the Court, you've got our email address. You can reach out to us here. Our phone number, our fax, our address in person. If you've got a case that's going through the prosecutor's office or the Office of Child Support, so it's maybe a case is being started, a child support case is being started, it could be in the Office of Child Support, or it could be at the prosecutor's office in the Family Support Division, and we've got numbers for both of those as well. And then if you're trying to file motions and orders and you're trying to get before the court, then you might need to be able to contact the Genesee County Clerk's office. So again, something we're very proud of, that we've been able to provide a lot more resources to families than we had before, and we've got some updates here to make hopefully the handbook a little bit more modern and maybe a little bit easier to use for some folks with the QR codes. And then we've also made sure to put in some specific Genesee County information into this Genesee County Handbook. If you're interested in the Genesee County Handbook and want to know more, you can come to the Genesee County Friend of the Court and request the handbook. You can give us a call and we can email or mail you a handbook, or you can go to our new website at www.geneseecountymi.gov and you'll be able to find the new Genesee County FOC Handbook on that website under the FOC or Friend of the Court section of that website. We hope that this is really useful for families. If you have any other questions about the Genesee County Friend of the Court or the Friend of the Court program in general, and we haven't been able to answer those on the in the FOC Handbook, make sure to reach out to the Genesee County Friend of the Court. We're here to serve.